Hello, Trish the Gong Gardener. Today I'm going to be looking at pruning and care of Hydrangea macrophylla. The common name for this plant is mophead or large leaf hydrangea, and it also includes the lace caps. So press the subscribe button if you'd like to subscribe to my channel, and I'll also include in the description down below notes on what I'm talking about today. So to prune this older hydrangea, I look inside the bush first, and any branches that are flaky, so I think you'll be able to see that one that I'm giving a wriggle to, the bark on it is flaky, I'll prune off down at the ground, but most of the stems I'll leave on, and they're pretty smooth and they look pretty good. If there's any dead growth, like this twig here, that's dead, so I'll prune that down too. So basically what I do is I prune it in an arc. So on the outside of the bush, I'll prune to a bud like that, and then as I go around the bush I'll lift my secateurs higher and then prune it in an arcing sort of shape to give the plant flowers all over, so lower and higher. So you can see these stems out this way, they're way too high, so prune down there at healthy fat buds, and then lift my secateurs higher and do higher in the bush. So this shrub is standing about 5 foot or 150 centimetres tall. So hydrangeas flower from these little shoots that you can see, little buds. They flower from there. If you prune your hydrangea too hard, you'll get lots of new shoots from the base and they don't flower that year. So that's the reason not to prune your hydrangea hard. So you can prune it by up to half, that's alright, but I prune this one by about 1/3, and it keeps it nice and compact and heaps of flowers. So after pruning, it's a good idea to mulch and water your plant, and during the spring, when it gets a bit warmer, a couple of weeks after pruning, give it a fertilise. So use an organic based fertiliser is good, or some liquid fertiliser as well, while they're going into bud. So yes, it's winter, and that's the time. Late winter is the time to prune hydrangeas. If you live in a cold area, hold off pruning till early spring, because you don't want the bush to be susceptible to frost damage. So that's that big one there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive around and show you a smaller hydrangea. This hydrangea is only about, these hydrangeas are only about 2 or 3 years old. So I'll just show you how to prune a newer hydrangea. And just so you don't over prune it. And as I said, don't cut them down hard. It doesn't make it better. So there's some hydrangeas over here. So these are planted only, 2 or 3 years ago. So last year I gave them a light prune. So all I do this year, I just prune the tips out like that. I don't want to cut too much off because I want them nice and big and bushy and to grow big. Thanks for listening.